Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes...
In the 2016 NFL preseason, the national anthem was at the center of a storm that swept the country.
Colin Kaepernick played in the game for the first time in 10 months on Friday night. But it's what he did before the game that grabbed the headlines. Kaepernick choosing not to stand for the national anthem.
When I first saw him, I made a snap judgment, and I was angry and disappointed because I grew up a Niner fan and I was pulling for this guy. And now he just pissed on my flag. And that's what I thought initially. The Army Times reached out to me and asked if I would write an opinion piece. They said, we really think, if anybody, you have that experience and background that makes sense for you to weigh in on this thing.
Why him? Why Nate Boyer? With a controversy that straddled both football and patriotism. Why was his perspective so unique?
He was actually interested in joining the military right out of high school, but after 9/11, he really wanted to join the Special Forces. He wanted to become a Green Beret. He was deployed initially to Iraq. He got out of the Army for a short period, and that's when he applied to University of Texas.
Boyer wasn't your typical college player. He tried to make the Longhorns football team as a 31-year-old walk-on.
An older guy that wasn't a tremendous athlete, that didn't play high school football, that wants to join a national championship program. I mean, come on now. And he said, you're losing your first and second team deep snappers, and I can do that. And I said, have you ever done it? He said, no, never done it a day in my life, but I'm gonna take a ball coach, and I'm gonna go to Afghanistan, and I'm gonna practice every day, and I'll come back as your deep snapper. And I thought, come on, Nate, this isn't gonna work.
Long snapper, number 37, Green Beret, Nate Boyer.
He started on every snap for the next 3 years. We had him take an American flag on the field every time we would come out. He became a team leader.
Many college football players have their summers off. Boyer spent his with the Special Forces in Afghanistan. After his college career ended in 2014, the 34-year-old former Longhorn had another long shot in mind, earning a spot on an NFL roster.
He called and said, Coach, do you think I'll be drafted? And I said, I'm going to be honest with you. It is unlikely for you to make it because of your size and because of your age.
I'm not expecting anything. I'm not entitled. Nobody owes me anything. So just a shot. I'd be grateful for an opportunity. All right, me too, thanks.
Although Boyer did not get picked,
How you doing, Coach?
he signed as an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. Seattle Seahawks. Yeah. Nice.
We're always looking for unique qualities, and certainly Nate is the epitome of that. His ability to overcome odds and to persevere, he's demonstrated that well beyond whatever is asked of a football player.
In the 2015 preseason, Boyer got his NFL shot with the Seahawks. In his only NFL game, he carried the American flag onto CenturyLink Field.
That anthem means different things to us. America means different things to us. I love my country, and I love what that flag and that anthem means to me and what it represents. I would love more than anything for everyone to all feel that pride for country that I feel.
Nate Boyer now in to long snap. Successful snap, successful kick. It is good. I don't know if I've ever seen more high fives given to a backup long snapper as he came off the field than Nate Boyer got.
The guys love him. They love the story. They love the person just as much.
It's a great feel-good story, and it's going to be tough for him to make the club with Clint Gresham in front of him, but it is great to see that young man live out that dream.
Boyer's football career ended in training camp, but his connection to the NFL did not. When the Army Times asked him to write a piece about the Colin Kaepernick situation, He did so in an open letter to the 49ers quarterback.
I'll write as if I had Colin in the room for 5 minutes, and I just could tell him about how I reacted to it, how I was feeling. Not speaking for anybody else, just for me. The day the article came out, social media was blowing up, people from all ends reaching out to me. My phone rings, and it was Colin's publicist, and she was like, "Colin's touched by your letter, and he wants to talk to you and potentially sit down with you if you're open to that." I agreed to go down to San Diego and meet him the next day. People were perceiving him sitting on the bench, isolated from his team, as disrespecting those that fought for this country and that flag, and he was very open to listening. We started to have a discussion about what he would do. He was planning on sitting that night, and I said, "Is there any other way you could take a stand without sitting for the anthem?" We came to a middle ground where I agreed to stand next to him if he took a knee.
Most of the crowd that's here in the stadium tonight was already in their seats by the time the national anthem began. Colin Kaepernick choosing not to sit on the bench this time, but to take a knee on the side of the field when that song rang out.
I'm not pro-Kaepernick's protest. That's not necessarily where I'm standing here. I am definitely defending his right to do what he's doing. You don't have to like it. You have every right to hate that. Whether he approached it in the right way or not is not the issue. What matters is he started a discussion. America is a great place. It is. It's one of the best places in the world. But we could do better. We can always do better.